Alright, imagine this. You finally fix something in your life, your job, your relationship, your habits, and the very next week, boom, a brand new problem shows up like it's been waiting backstage for its spotlight. Why does that happen? Why does solving a problem sometimes feel like opening the door for three more? Today, we're diving deep into why solving problems can actually create brand new ones, and why, believe it or not, that's actually a good thing. So in today's video, I want to give you a mental model that will change how you think about challenges forever. Because once you understand this, you'll stop panicking when problems show up and start handling them like someone who actually knows what they're doing. Most people grow up thinking problems are like villains in movies. You defeat them, the credits roll, and you ride into the sunset. We're taught this in school, in movies, even from motivational speakers. Solve problems, life gets easier. In reality, solving problems doesn't end problems. It just changes their shape. What if the goal of life isn't to eliminate problems, but to upgrade them? Kind of like leveling up in a video game. Defeat one boss, sure, you win, but suddenly the next boss is bigger, louder, and probably breathing fire. And that's not just a quirky metaphor. That's actually how growth works. Let me show you what I mean with real examples. Example 1. Money. When you have no money, your problem is obvious. I need money. You solve that, great. Now your new problems are, how do I manage it? How do I keep it? How do I avoid overspending? Why is the government taking half of it? You didn't eliminate problems, you upgraded them. Example 2. Relationships. When you're single, the problem is loneliness or finding someone. But once you do, now you have communication problems, insecurity, scheduling, emotional baggage, their family, your family, and sharing fries even though you clearly asked if they wanted their own. Example 3. Health. Fixing bad habits doesn't end difficulty, it just changes it. If you start working out, now you deal with soreness, routine, discipline, and plateaus. Every solution creates a new problem, but it also creates a better life. So here's the game plan for the rest of this video. We're going to break down this idea into three major parts. We'll explain the concept clearly, in simple language, so you feel the clarity. We'll go into how you can apply this today, with real examples from business, relationships, productivity, school, fitness, and more. We'll zoom out and show you the bigger picture, why understanding this makes your life calmer, smarter, and easier to navigate. And at the end, I'll wrap everything up with practical takeaways you can immediately use. All right, buckle in. This is going to get good.
Here's the simple truth. Problems don't disappear. They evolve. And more importantly, as you grow, the size of your problems grows with you. This is because life is structured in levels. Every level solves something, but every level also unlocks something new. Think about it like this. Level 1 problems. I'm broke. I'm out of shape. No one pays attention to me. I can't focus. Solve those, you get level 2 problems. How do I budget? How do I stay consistent at the gym? How do I stay confident with new attention? How do I manage more responsibilities? Solve those, you get level 3 problems. How do I build wealth? How do I optimize my performance? How do I stay grounded? How do I avoid burnout? As you get stronger, your problems don't vanish. They just require a better version of you to handle them. And once you get this, your whole emotional world changes. Life stops surprising you with new challenges because you're expecting them. Application. How to use this in your life. All right, now let's talk about the part that actually matters to you. How to live this out. We're breaking it into three key applications. Application 1. Expect the next problem before it arrives. This isn't pessimism, it's preparation. A marathon runner doesn't say, "Oh no, I'm tired at mile 10." They expect it. When you solve a problem, immediately ask, what's the next challenge this solution will unlock? Examples: start a business? Next problem. Taxes, workload, clients, scaling. Lose weight? Next problem. Maintenance, habits, discipline, routines. Start making money? Next problem. Budgeting, investing, lifestyle creep. When you expect the next problem, you stop being blindsided by it. Application 2. Choose your problems intentionally. You can't avoid problems, but you can choose better ones. Examples: don't want the problem of being broke? Choose the problem of learning new skills. Don't want the problem of being lonely? Choose the problem of vulnerability. Don't want the problem of not being healthy? Choose the problem of early workouts. Don't want the problem of being unknown? Choose the problem of putting yourself out there. Life becomes dramatically easier once you accept this. You're not picking between problems and no problems. You're picking between low-value problems and high-value problems. Application 3. Solve the right problem, not the convenient one. This is where most people waste years. They fix symptoms instead of roots. Examples: you're behind on work, but the real problem is procrastination, not organization. You argue with your partner, but the real problem is emotional safety, not texting speed. You feel overwhelmed, but the real problem is boundaries, not time management. Before solving something, pause and ask, is this the real problem or just the loudest one? This single question saves people months, even years of frustration. Framing. Why it all matters. The bigger picture. Now let's zoom out. Why does any of this matter? Why spend 28 minutes talking about problems? Because most people misunderstand progress. They think progress means less stress, fewer challenges, and everything getting easier. But real progress is better problems, better solutions, better life. This mindset does two powerful things. It removes fear. When you know new problems are coming, you don't panic when they arrive. You don't think, why me? You think, I've leveled up. It builds confidence. When problems show up, you see them as feedback, as proof of growth, as signs that you're not stuck, you're moving. And suddenly you realize something huge. Your life quality isn't determined by the problems you have, but by the way you've trained yourself to handle them.
All right, let's wrap this up. Key takeaways. Solving problems creates new ones, but that's not a failure, it's how progress works. Expect new challenges before they show up. Preparation beats panic. Choose higher quality problems. That's what growth really is. Solve the real problem, not just the noisy one. Zoom out. Every new problem is proof you leveled up. When you shift your mindset from problems are bad to problems are levels, life becomes a lot less overwhelming and a lot more exciting. If this video helped you rethink how you deal with challenges, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below. What new problem did your last solution create? I'd love to hear your examples. Thanks for watching, and remember, every problem you face today is preparing you for the life you're building tomorrow.